was not allowing them to use it because some payment processors use an AI algorithm, and it was just flagging pretty much anything that wasn't within their acceptable list, which is a very small list of things they accept.
Gotcha.
And it's AI, so it's fucking stupid. It doesn't make distinctions.
Yeah. Hey, if you're listening to us, we are the RPGrinders. This is Frank. I'm on with Eric. We're just BSing a little bit about the tetralogy pack of Corpse Party, which we will be discussing on the show proper. We haven't started yet. We're waiting for our comrade, Mr. Breakman, to join, and then we'll get started here in about 15 minutes or so. We're going to have a great show for you all today. Hopefully a swift show. Doesn't look like we have a lot of news for a change, so that's really cool. Yeah. What's up, Lumpy the truck driver, Mr. Brandon? What's going on? Guess what? What, Lumpy?
Okay. So sometimes the prices aren't completely unreasonable on Asia, but you can buy a copy for $52.
Is that with shipping, or do I have to pay shipping?
Free international shipping. That's what it says on the banner.
Why do I have to verify that I'm a human on Yes Asia? I've done that already.
Probably because scalpers might be using bots.
I guess. Let me look for it. Tetralogy. Corpse Party. Really? There it is.
I don't think they accept PayPal, so you might have to get your card whitelisted before you purchase it.
Yeah. I still don't see it. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. $52. Let's see. Let's add that to the cart. What? This Yes Asia is always asking me to verify if I'm fucking human, man. Come on. Add to cart.
I just added it to my cart, and it's not doing shit for me. And I don't even have an account set up. So it may be based on your region.
I might have to. Does it charge shipping?
It says free international shipping.
What?
Free international shipping.
Oh shit! Cool. Okay. I might have to PayPal you that money later, or Cash App it, whatever. Eric. All jokes.
What are you talking about?
To get it for me, Eric.
Why would I have to be the intermediary?
Because I cannot put it in my cart. Were you not listening?
Why can't you? Do you have an account on the site?
Do I need an account?
No, but it might help.
No, because every time I try to put it in the cart, it said, well, there's an error. So I don't know what the fuck that means.
Try using your phone instead.
No, I'm using the website, Eric.
Well, yeah, try using a web browser on your phone. Try doing it that way. Maybe it won't fucking bother you that way.
Yeah, maybe. Fuck. Oh, fuck it. I just won't get it. Fuck it. All jokes. I'm home for a week since my truck. Oh, that sucks, Lumpy.
Fine, I'll just get it for you because you don't want to deal with it.
Oh, fuck, dude. I mean, if I have to jump through hoops to get the fucking game, I've got 50 million other fucking games to play, Eric. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm in a rush to pay $52 for a fucking game, you know?
You sound like an old man who doesn't want to deal with anything.
No. I just don't want to deal with that. Like I said, why would I be in a rush to pay $50 for a game when I've got literally 30 other games I can play, Eric? You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at them right now. Like, I got a decent sized backlog. Well, at least you'll get some rest, man. Think of it as a vacation, Brandon. You know what I'm saying? At least you have a mini vacay.
I was kind of hoping GameFly was still selling copies of Elden Ring Night Rain for PlayStation 5 for like $25.
Yeah.
because I was thinking of picking the copy up for me and you, because then we could both play.
Well, wait
And
till I'm pretty sure that's going to be one of the games that's going to be on sale within the next few days, Eric. I'm almost
if it wasn't on sale already, it would have been.
not necessarily. Just be patient, sir.
But I'd rather get it on PSN because that means I can get the PS4 version. So
Yeah.
I already had the physical Xbox version, and then I realized, oh, I canceled my Xbox subscription. I can't play it online with anybody.
Oh, your Xbox subscription. Yeah, I don't have an Xbox subscription. It's been
I
2.5
like how
months.
I like how Crowsworn has a reveal trailer, but they just didn't mention a release date. It's like, are you trying to be like Silksong in every aspect?
2.5 months since you were home, Brandon. That's a long time, dude. Well, that's gonna be good, man. Get some good rest, Brandon. I mean, just use it as a vacation time, type deal, and I'm sure things will work out for you. Say something, Eric, real quick.
Let's.
You guys ever play Sea of Thieves? Mosby says. Hey, Mosby, no, but you know what? That's a game I'm expecting to go on sale as well, and I plan on buying it if it's cheap enough. Um, always like wait for these Black Friday sales before I uh, load up on games. I hardly ever pay full price for a game unless it's Dragon Quest related. Dragon Quest is one of my vices, but other games I will get super cheap. Like I got Guardians of the Galaxy, I think for like $10, well worth it. Um, Grand Theft Auto, I always wait to go down, even though I had to wait long time for that one. I'm looking at my collection here. Dragon's Crown now you can get for like $5. I mean, there's tons of great games that you can get super cheap. The Outlast trilogy, um, you know, just a ton of games. Evil Within, um, all kinds of really really cheap games. Hey Eric, can you check? I'm pretty sure we're live on. Actually, I'll check it because I got to get um, the what you call it up here. There it is.
And hold on, let me refresh.
Opt out. Pro.
Yeah, you're live.
Okay, cool. And let me get to that so I can get to the chat. There we go. Let's get out of that. Okay. I'm gonna just dismiss, go away. Don't show again. Dismiss. Goodbye. Okay.
I don't know why. What the heck? Oh,
Hello. Okay, there we go. Oof. Thought I lost signal there for a second. Looking like we're good all the way around over on Twitch. Nobody in there yet. Usually Freak 5 will be in there in a few. Sometimes Scotoma, sometimes Wyland. But the YouTube chat's going strong, both on RPGrinders and the MLH channel. The free battle royal for Battlefield 6 is awesome. I almost played. I didn't quite have enough time, Mosby, to download that Battlefield 6 whole free weekend thing. I think it was what last week or the week before. But that game, I mean, the Battlefield games are pretty good. I have a few of them. I mostly do campaign stuff, Mosby. I don't delve too much into the multiplayer stuff. I'm not good enough. I mean, that's just the plain truth. I'm a little bit older, so I mean, you got 10, 15-year-olds that are way better than me, and it makes it kind of unfun for me to play those type of games because I'm just simply not good enough. I mean, I admit it. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, I've had my time with those type of games, the Halo back in the day, and stuff like that. But there's no shame in it. I just got a little bit older and not good enough to be anywhere near competitive, even with friends. It's just not my bag. That's why I play a lot of RPGs, single player RPGs that are easier for me to play. I mean, I was having a heck of a time with Dragon Quest One. This week has been super busy, so I um, couldn't really, you know, um, play much of anything. But it is what it is, and I play, I play adventure games every once in a while. I'll play. If Eric recommends something for me to play, I'll give it a look. A lot of visual novels, which I don't have a lot of visual novels, but those are more like just experiences more than games. But I don't know. I kind of, I'm not. I like I like
If you define the game as something that you play, and play is something that you do from the moment you're born, and then it's how you interact with the world, that never really changes as you get older. It just change the way how you interact with the world changes, but you're still playing. Technically.
yeah.
So video games are something you play, and play is something you do. Then a visual novel is also a game.
Yeah. What's up, Fuzzy? Nice to have you in here. We haven't started just yet. We got a few minutes. We're waiting for our colleague Breakman to join in the fun here. Ex bootlicker, welcome, buddy. Long time no see. I was addicted to Hedgehog. It cost a job an hour. Um, it cost a job and hour. I should have been raising my kids. Con, what's up, man? Room raid from CBF, right on. Thanks for stopping in from CBS's channel. Hope you guys had a fun time over there. I was getting ready to start this stream. The show's RPGrinders, if you guys don't know. We talk a lot of video games here, but the second half of the show, you guys want to stick around because the second half is where we pivot to you know, pop culture, movies, some video game stuff, a little bit of politics here and there. Depending world events, interesting things going on. So we have a lot of fun here. I hope you guys can stick around for that. Um, uh, yeah, bootlicker, hedgehog, Sonic, huh? Appreciate sleep a lot more. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, it's video games can be very, very addicting, bootlicker for sure. Um, we got a lot of stuff on the agenda today. Not a lot of news, which is good, but a lot of fun stuff going on today, y'all. I think we're gonna have just a dandy of a time on the show today, and I can't wait to get done so I can go get Bernie and enjoy what little weekend I have. After this, go get her tomorrow. I have the comment show on the MLH channel, which hopefully, well, actually, I looked at the comments. It's going to be a little more lengthy than normal, and hopefully have a good uh, day or two off, and then we roll into next week. Next week is going to be interesting. Man Bear Pigs court date is on Monday, so I'll be live on the MLH channel covering that. Hopefully off Tuesday, then Wednesday I'll have my homeless outreach drive where I'm going to try to raise more than 450 YouTube bucks to roll into December right before Christmas. Do a stream where I hand out homeless people, unhoused people, however you want to say it, a bunch of needed items like hand warmers, hopefully some socks, maybe some gloves, um, some food, and I'm pretty excited for that. So I hope you guys can join for that. It's gonna be awesome. What's up, Blessed Gloria? Nice to have you here. We'll wait a couple minutes for Breakman, and if Breakman doesn't join, we'll go ahead and get started with the show proper. Um, we're gonna have a lot of fun. And I hope you guys will as well. Um, it's been a busy week, Eric, real busy. Um, I haven't even really had a chance to play fucking much of anything. But I would like to. I'd like to get started on DQ2 and get that knocked out. That's going to take me a little bit. If it took you 40 hours, Eric, probably going to take me in the realm of 50 to
A
60.
what game?
Dragon Quest 2.
Oh, I wasn't 40. It was more like 57.
You was at 57? Oh shit. Then it's
And
going to
then there was like an additional 20 hours of like grinding for the post game final areas.
yeah.
I probably over leveled there, but I wanted to be absolutely sure I defeat the final boss, but I didn't really need to go that far.
Yeah.
It's the boss before him that's more of a challenge.
Yeah.
He's more of a victory lap because
Yeah.
because you get on the course of trying to get to the true ending, you'll get a souped up version of Erdrick's sword, and it does something. It does a massive debuff to the boss that makes him vulnerable to everything.
Gotcha. Right. Let's go ahead and get started, Eric. I'm sure break will be by very soon. And you know. What's up, Freak Five in the Twitch chat? I see you there. Nice to have you here, Freak. We're going to be starting here in just about, well, right now. And welcome everybody to RPGrinders episode 839. I'm your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohort, Eric the Great. Breakman the Bold will be here shortly, I'm assuming. I didn't get anything in text form, so I just assume he'll be here. I did put the link into the Discord, so hopefully he can find us. Chris, thanks, bud. Can't really stick around, but drop by long enough to say hello and drop a like. Thank you, Chris. Really appreciate that. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. We're just getting started here, man. But thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, Chris. Eric, how are you, dude?
um, Almost completely recovered from my COVID.
That's that's awesome, dude. I know I was a little worried about you, but
Like I haven't felt sick in like a week, but all the crap that built up on my throat during that time is being dredged up slowly.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
can't. So it's been hard to breathe a little, but that's gotten a lot easier with all the junk still in there, and that I just didn't feel comfortable recording any reviews.
Yeah. Well, you sound a lot better, dude, and that's what matters. Let's go ahead and get started with the news. RPG news. All right, Eric, first story, buddy.
First story is a formal cancellation of Corpse Party Tetralogy Pack physical release, as well as the digital release. Because if you can't sell it digitally, you have no hope of selling it physically.
Right. Well,
But
yeah.
I really hate that you can be a publisher, print copies of a game, and then be denied sale a week before. I think you need advance notice whether or not you could do that.
Yeah, I don't know, but this is really really disappointing. Breakman, I see it.
I also really hate that they put out a text statement that with white text along a gray background that you can barely read because of that.
Hey, Break, if you need the link, I can drop it in the Twitch for you.
It's also incredibly low res for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I'm disappointed. I remember, Eric, I told you I really wanted this. I remember playing, what was it on the PSP, the Corpse Party 1?
Anyways, here's what they said.
Yeah.
Corpse Party fans, we know how much you were anticipating the release of Corpse Party Trilogy Pack. Though we previously released entries in the Corpse Party series on console platforms and digital storefronts in the West, we informed the contents of several games. That means the other 2 games part of this pack, which weren't previously on the Switch, but are available on Steam still. So that's one way you can still play these games. As a result, we are unable to release these games as intended and have subsequently canceled the physical release of Corpse Party Tetralogy Pack, as well as the digital offerings of previous unreleased Corpse Party games featured in the Tetralogy Pack, because they were going to be sold separately, because the other 2 games are on the eShop already. But we apologize for any confusion and disappointment this might have caused. We remain committed to working with our partners at Mages to bring Corpse Party 2 Darkness, Distortion, and Wish. Jeez, I hope that doesn't get canceled.
Yeah, I know. That would suck. Oh, yes. Freak 5 Euro.
I think they'd have to work closely with the developer to make sure they're making content that wouldn't prohibit its sale in other territories.
Yeah. Exiled Freak
But
5.
that might be part of the reason why this game is being taken so long to come out in the first place.
Yeah. Well, what a shame. And I wanted to get this because there were four, you said 4 games on there, and I would have loved to have gone through all of them.
The games included would have been Corpse Party, which is really just the latest version of Corpse Party, because there's the original PC 98 game. Then there's the mobile port, which all subsequent ports of this game were based on, but slowly improved over the course of each port, with like extra visuals, flair, and content. But like that version that released on the PC was just called Corpse Party Blood Covered, and then there was Corpse Party Blood Covered Repeated Fear, which the PSP game is, and then there was a 3DS port, and then there's the Switch port. And then there's Corpse Party Book of Shadows, which is a sequel to that game, but it's more of a visual novel / adventure game.
Yeah.
And then there's Hachiko's birthday. I forget the exact complete title, but that one was like a more of a spin-off game. But there's content in that game that probably would got this game canned. But there's also Corpse Party Blood Drive, which is the sequel to Book of Shadows.
Yeah.
And it wasn't received very well. But and then I'm guessing it's Book of Shadows and that's Africa's birthday bash or whatever it was called. That they both have content that probably wouldn't have been. And the only other way to play Book of Shadows is to get the Steam version or track down the PSP version.
Yeah, we got Breakman here. What's up, Break?
We do? Where is he?
He's right there talking.
Shit. Where?
Yeah, I know what your ploy is, Breakman. I know what it is. You want to get out of doing the news every week, which isn't a half bad idea, to be honest with you.
But that's it for that article.
All right. Let's get to the next one. Breakman, do you have your article? There's only
The Angelina era.
It's the Ease inspired one.
Yeah, I got it. Coming to us live from RPG site. Ease inspired 3D action RPG Angeline era launches on December 8th for PC and Steam.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. Ah. I don't know why.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. It looks pretty. Isometric type.
Here's the name of the game I was thinking of. Corpse Party Sweet Shachiko's Hysteric Birthday Bash to You.
Okay.
The 2U isn't a part of the localization of this title on Steam, but that was the full title when it was released in Japan.
So this is going old school. This is a no button, just run into people to attack them.
Well, there is a button because I think you can pick up stuff and throw it like for puzzle solving.
Right, but I mean to attack, it attacks automatically.
Damn, I pulled up the wrong story. Hold on, y'all. Let me go over here, get that done, and then pull up the right one. What's the next one, guys? Is it Berseria?
Tales of
Okay. Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Tales of Berseria Remastered launches for PS5, Switch, Series XS, Steam on February 26th, 27th. Hey, King Charles, thanks for stopping by, man. Really appreciate that. Jackie.
It's a lot of idiots online complaining about this announcement because they're like, what was the point of re-releasing this game? It's already on Steam and PS4. Yeah, those versions are, but like the only thing you'd be getting for the PS4 version is 60 frames and some high-res textures. But like, yeah, if you already have the Steam version, you don't need to buy this game because the only thing this version would be adding would be the grade shopping unlocked from the get-go and having all the DLC available. But like, and that itself is not worth the $40 price cost. But like, if you wanted those things, but you didn't want to pay $40, you could just wait for a sale.
Yeah.
But the game's also coming to Xbox and Switch, and which I wouldn't play on Switch. I'd rather wait for a Switch 2 version to come out.
Yeah.
But like, getting it on those other two platforms is a good way of getting it in other people's hands. So,
yeah. All right, Eric, next story, please.
Next story is Duken Order is getting a Switch 2 edition and an upgrade path for those who already bought the Switch version. And November 27th in Japan. I'm pretty sure this will be made available in the West too, because this game did launch on the eShop.
Freak 5 is exiled again. He keeps bringing up that video he sent me of someone washing a horse's dick.
But the Switch 2 additional feature variable frame rate feature, which can go anywhere from 60 to 120 depending on your TV settings. And that'll also include handheld mode because it could do 120 on a handheld.
Well, that's cool. That's actually nifty.
And it'll have mouse control support, so you can turn the Switch to Joy-Con to mouse mode. But the upgrade pack will be priced at 330 yen in Japan, so that's about $4 or whatever.
Yeah. What kind of game is this, Eric?
It's kind of a adventure game.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I guess. All right. Let's bring up the next one. Is that it, Eric, on that one?
Yeah.
All right, Breakman.
Coming to us live from loading screen. Coming to us live from RPG site. Turn-based tactical RPG Norse Oath of Blood launches on February 3rd, 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series, and the PC platforms. So I guess it isn't just Steam. It's going to be some other things. Well, it says Steam. And, well, I go lower and it says just Steam. So,
well until later, but for now it's just Steam.
Yeah.
It looks like they went all out with the motion capture shit on this game, which is very cool. So very, very.
I like my turn-based stuff.
Yeah. Me too. All right. Anything else on that break?
No, I'm interested though. I'd like to see more of it.
Yeah, me too. All right. Let's go with the last story here, and that is EaseX Ease 10, I should say. Proud Nordics launches on February 20th, 2026 for PS5, Switch 2, and PC. And we're taking a quick look at it here. A little bit of gameplay.
I called it last week. This is exactly what happened.
Yep. Classic.
The only difference is that it's like a day later because Japan is a day ahead of us. That's the only reason.
Yeah, it's classic Ease gameplay, by the way. It looks very good. I'm sure it's going to be great. All the Ease games have been consistently pretty damn good, all the way around. Well, I know you had the chance to play the Ease Origin, right, Break?
Yes, it was
Yeah,
fantastic.
very good game. I actually beat that game.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, so
I
very
saw,
very
I saw the trophy. You had a trophy.
yep
You have proof.
yep yep. I didn't do all the extra shit,
Yeah,
like play it 3 times or any of that, but you know, I
I
can't.
did
Or
it.
play the really hard boss rush mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind
Um,
of did get a little bit. I'm like, okay. By that point, I'm like, no, I'm done. I don't.
Or
need to
time
do
trial modes. Yeah, I don't
it.
like either of those.
King Charles says I just bought the game Peak for me and my brother to check it out. It looks hilarious. I have no idea what that is, King Charles, but I'm sure it's going to be a fun time for you and your
Peak isn't like peekaboo, or peak is in top of a mountain.
brother. Probably Peak as in top of the mountain, man. It's probably an adventure game, I'm guessing. Very cool, King Charles. Very, very cool. All right. That does it for the news. Thankfully, are there any homie discounts? I mean, look, I got a homie discount for you on what's that website? VGP. VGP. There's 3 games of note.
Video Games Plus, for
Yeah.
those who are wondering.
On VGP, there's 3 games that are super cheap right now. One is Infinite Wealth, Yakuza Infinite Wealth, or not Yakuza.
It's
It's
just like a dragon.
Like a
No.
Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Um, hey, Fuzzy, MLH spending his grifting money on games. Wait till the trolls hear that, Jackie says. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not allowed to spend my money, Jackie, on anything, so, yeah, I can just hear that. Co-op survival game, King Charles says. Oh, that's cool.
Mm.
That's very cool. Um, so what was I talking about here before I interrupted myself? Um, yeah,
The
what else?
deal.
Oh, the deals. It was Shin Megami Tensei 5.
That's just
Persona
five, but they also have the
Persona 3.
Vengeance.
Hold on. Persona 3 Reloaded and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, all for $15 a piece, plus a little bit of shipping. I think like $5 shipping or so. Um, all great deals. So if you guys are interested,
I
there
was
you
just
go.
gonna say, like, if you're interested in Shin Megami Tensei 5, just go for Vengeance. It's probably about bucks more, and it has more content. And if you're playing on something like the PS5 or the Xbox, you get 60 FPS, unlike the Switch version.
Yeah. Video game tattoos. Fuzzy, is that the rumor going around? That's what I spend my money on. I guess if I spend my money on anything, a video game tattoo wouldn't be the worst of things, would it? Actually, speaking of that, Fuzzy, don't tell anybody over there, but I am planning on getting a tattoo real soon, probably right after Christmas.
You should show
And
off
it's
the last one you got.
Fuzzy, don't tell anybody, but it's gonna be a nude like succubus on my arm. Don't tell anybody because they might flip a lid over there. You know what I mean? What did you say, Breakman?
You should tell them about the other. I don't want to. I don't want to say anything
What,
else.
my Thanos one?
Yes, that one. You should
Yeah,
show that off.
I got it. I showed everybody.
I know. I'm just saying you should show it off now. Like you just.
Show it off now. Well, I can't pull up the camera because I don't have a camera, but I can show you a picture of it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Really.
Let me see if I can find that picture. And I shall show it to you all again. Why not? What have you been up to, Breakman? I didn't get a chance to say hey to you.
I've just been busy. Busy.
Yeah.
No, just connective YouTube chat. Nah, I'm just gonna go play in chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Freak in Twitch. Hey, Freak.
Yeah. Here, I'll send it to my Mac Mini and show you all what. Yeah, here we go. Boom, and then let me go ahead and add this. Share this with you all. This is the glorious tattoo. You can't see it over on Twitch, but you can see it here. Actually, I can show it on Twitch too, but Let me see. Let me go ahead and do that.
I'm seeing it on Twitch.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Very cool. Well, there you go then.
Oh wait, no, I'm not on Twitch. Never mind.
Yeah, you
My
big
bad. I
dummy.
thought I was on Twitch.
You big dummy.
My bad.
All right, hold on. I'll for Freak 5. I think Freak 5 has seen it, but
Yeah,
just
he's
in
seen it.
case.
He's good. He doesn't need it. He
Yeah,
just wants to see naked
you're
pictures anyway.
you're talking for Freak 5. Okay, I see how you are.
Yeah, I mean, he's like me. He just wants to see naked pictures anyway.
Well, I definitely don't want to show him a naked picture of myself. So
That's not what I meant. But.
Here you go, Freak. I'll just hold on. There we go. Good enough. There you go. I think it's cool. I think it looks cool. I don't know. At first I thought he was going to say a naked woman. Yeah. Well, it kind of is a naked woman, Jackie. It's I don't know. It's really cool. I would show it on screen, but somebody will get me in trouble really, really quick. So I'm not gonna do that per se, but probably not the best of ideas to do that. Okay, hold on. There we go. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, he's seen it. He's like, not a Frank. I don't want to see that. I think you should get boobies tattooed on your chest. That would be funny. No, that's not going to happen. But I will get one on my arm. I'm going to have to figure out a way to censor it to show everybody because I'm not going to get in trouble for that. All right. Do you guys have any homie discounts, either of you?
I will put up a PSA though. If you plan on buying the physical copy of Shinobi: The Art of Vengeance, either on the Switch, the Xbox, or the PS5, now would be the time to do so because the publisher already went on record saying that they aren't going to do any reprints. And that's not just the limited run versions that were being printed, but also the ones that you can import from Japan, which have English language support. Like, I don't know why Sega's not interested in doing a reprint of the game.
Interesting.
But like, they could revisit it later and do a reprint, but I don't see it happening. So
yeah,
now would be the time to get it.
Jackie, Brandon is always lumpy. Okay, let's move on to
Inquiring minds want to know.
what you been playing, Breakman.
I haven't played very much. I've been busy and preoccupied. I played a very little bit of Dragon Quest 3, and that's about it. I didn't really accomplish anything. I was just grinding.
Yeah, same here. I didn't play much of anything at all, to be honest. I've had a hugely busy week, man. We're in the same boat, Break. I mean,
for me, it's been busy, and when I've had time, I've been doing other things. So.
Yeah, same here. Eric, what you been playing, man?
I played a little bit more of Dragon Quest 3 2D, but decided to put that on pause for now and play some Demon School. I couldn't really get into it. Then I played a little bit more, and while I have a higher opinion on it, my problem with the game is that it's not a problem with the game itself, it's me, and I'm just not in the mood to play it right now. And the game has done a couple of things that I personally don't care for that made me like wanting to play it easier for me.
Yeah.
But because it paints itself as an RPG when it's really more of a puzzle game. And the only time I actually cared about the combat is when you do a boss fight, because that's when it feels like an RPG to me.
Freak Pike is exiled again, you son of a...
And I wouldn't be as down as I am on the combat if it weren't for the fact that the combat themselves, for anything, you can't grind. So whatever you get from a fight, you're stuck with. But there's no stat gains of any kind, but there is a currency you could spend to get like perks that you could like equip that give you passive abilities for your characters. But like the economy in the game is so terrible, your rewards for earning like the currency in a fight is based on your rank, and your rank's based on how many turns you can clear that fight Like, but the amount I got an A rank on a fight, and it, as hard as that usually is, and the reward was barely. In fact, I think it was less than a fight that I did worse on earlier. So it's kind of all over the place, and I do know that there's a new game plus feature now, but that wasn't originally going to be in the game when it launched in September, and that's part of the reason they delayed the game so they could add more content to it and fix it up a bit. But it just feels like the best parts of the game are locked behind that game's combat, and the game pushed so much combat on me in the very first week because the game's separated into weeks because it's using Persona schedule.
Yeah.
And I'll talk more about it in my review, but like it just felt like there was too much front loading that wasn't handled particularly well, and it made me not want to play more.
Huh.
And there's a good game locked behind it, I think.
Yeah.
And,
all right.
and your mileage may vary whether or not you can tolerate that.
Yeah. What else you been playing, Eric?
And other than that, I've been playing Hades 2. And my progress in that game is I actually beat Chronos. That doesn't mean you beat the game because you still have to go to the surface, and you can't really go to the surface until you get all the ingredients you need to make an incantation that lets you go to the surface without getting yourself hurt until you die. So I have to solve that problem first. And then you have to beat Typhon at the end of that run. And then you can go back and fight Chronos. And I think that's when the game beats, so that you can see the credits, the true ending of the game.
Yeah. Well, cool. Anything else you've been playing?
I don't know if that means you have to do it all in technically one run, or it's just a requirement that you beat Typhon first. But other than that, I've been playing a game called Haiku the Robot, which is like a little cute Metroidvania that has a color palette that's kind of like the Super Game Boy colors for certain games that didn't have a preset palette that was programmed in by Nintendo specifically. It's like its default colors is typically red and dark beige, I guess, slightly orange tints. Yeah. Otherwise, like the only other time that there's color is when there's different colors is when you go to the sewers and it's bluish everywhere, or you go to the furnace and it's all red, or the factory and it's all red.
What else have you been playing, Eric? Anything?
Nope, that's it really.
All right, then let's go on to I haven't really been playing anything. Word cookies is the most I can do. I mean, sometimes there's just, Breakman, you know this. There are just sometimes that you just cannot get to games. I mean, it sucks. But I'm gonna try this week. I'm gonna try to get some time back for myself. That's gonna be really hard because I'm gonna have another busy week. But let's move on to
RPGrinders reviews.
Breakman, do you have anything to review this week?
See, the thing is, I actually did have time to play games, but somebody bought me a really awesome Christmas gift. So instead, I've been watching a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's just go in order that I wrote them down. Let's see.
Hopefully, you're not going to review all of them, Breakman.
What?
Hopefully, you're not going to review all of them.
I got 4. Do you want?
Oh shit! Okay, let's go.
Okay. First, the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, sweet.
It was kind of neat. I liked it. I liked the voice acting. I didn't have any problems with it. I know the previews everybody was upset about, but especially Jack Black was really outstanding as Bowser.
Yeah, Jack Black was awesome. I did not like Chris Pratt as Mario, though.
I was all right with him, and I was all right with.
I just don't like Chris Pratt. That's all.
Yeah, I think it's more you just don't like him. This performance, which is fine. They fit a lot of story into it until this 1 hour. Really, it seems like they tried to put as many of the Mario Brothers story as much as Mario's original story and as they could. But it was a fun, yeah, it's definitely a fun movie everybody can watch. I say the only kind of weak voice actor is Seth Rogen, who is always Seth Rogen, and no matter what voice role he's playing.
Yeah.
He was Donkey Kong. I think he was the only real weakness. Like, just as dude doesn't try. It's his own voice every time.
Look, he's on
But
Wii.
that's exactly what Hollywood wanted, though. So
I get
I know, but they want that from like also guys like Keith David, but still he finds ways to be different and do different things, even though that's what they want from him. Shit, there's fuck.
Nintendo was really cool. They could have hired the guy that did Knuckles in the Sonic movies. Idris Elba. Just have Idris Elba do Donkey Kong. That'd be great.
That would have been great, actually. I think that would have been great. He's really good.
In fact, the only reason they probably didn't is because of scheduling conflicts with Sonic.
That might be true.
Look, Jackie thinks that she's screwing up this stream because she's not a gamer. I guarantee you are, Jackie. I know you're a little bit older.
Yeah, he's right. You are screwing up our stream.
Shut up, Breakman. Hey, Jackie, let me ask you this question. Have you ever played Pong or any Atari game? And I'm pretty sure the answer is going to be yes. All right. What else, Breakman?
It's a fun movie. I give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Like there are parts of it where I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I love all like the little side things they showed, like the background but one thing I will say. One thing that's bothered me about like pretty much every other video game movie is they never fucking use any of the music from the game.
Yeah, I know.
This movie used as much of it as possible, and it used it effectively.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Well, I argue that it could have done more.
Well, but no other movie has, is what I'm saying. For that, you know what? I'm going to give it another point. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
An awesome soundtrack.
We talked you into it, man.
Yes.
We talked you into it.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you, Break, actually, man. I think you're spot on your assessment. I think I would also give it a 7.5 and an 8. I thought it was a very vibrant, cute movie.
Yeah.
There's not much more you can ask for a movie like that, right?
Something the whole family can watch.
Yeah. What else you got, Break?
Next I'll switch to a series, and then I'll go back to a movie. But the series finally. Remember when I had to cut off Disney because of what they did, and we were protesting them? I cut it off the day before Alien Earth's season finale. So,
shit.
Yeah, so I was finally able to go back and watch that. And, the season finale was kind of okay. I wasn't that really excited for it as much as the rest of the season. Yeah.
Nice little cliffhanger for me.
That's what it was. It was a cliffhanger, which I didn't really want a cliffhanger. I wanted some sort of closure or something, and I didn't feel like we got any of that. But we'll see where it goes. I mean, the rest of the show was fantastic. So maybe they've got bigger plans, and I'm willing to be on board and see what they do.
Alien season 2 confirmed.
I'm betting. I mean, it was a pretty big hit, I think.
Oh, it's confirmed. There's
okay.
going to be a season 2. Yeah.
All right. Next, I'm going to go back to the movies, and I wanted to watch on this box one of the Predator movies, and I'm like, the Predator Badlands. I'm going to go and watch that, and you can tell it's bootleg.
Yeah.
It's so bootleg you can actually see audience members getting up. Some shit.
You have to wait till it comes streaming to get a clean copy.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I don't want to see this. I've got plenty of other shit to watch on here. What else is Predator haven't I seen? Oh, Predator, Killer of Killers. That's different. And that's the cartoon Predator movie, which is it's sort of a trilogy anthology movie.
Yeah.
Where all of them line at the end. It's a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. Great animation, but I do have one major complaint. I think is that the formula's gotten really stale. It's been overused at this point, with Predator. He comes in, he wipes everybody else, wipes everybody out except for one person who fights back and finally kills him.
Yeah.
That's what the Predator formula has become, and this was 3 movies of that happening.
It's so much more interesting of an avenue that they can go with the Predator, because if you remember, Predator fucking hunts all kinds of things, including xenomorphs.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they haven't went
I
more.
think that's why they went in the direction they do with Badlands.
Yeah. All right. So what are you giving these?
Well, at the end of the anthology, though, it did do something interesting, which is it combined all the stories together and put them in another situation, which I think elevated the rest of the movie, because it kind of instead of ending like you expected with them escaping, like with each one of these people escaping after they've beat the bad guy, like the reward and stuff like that. Instead, they're sent to another tournament to essentially fight in a tournament mode, which is interesting. That's kind of different. I liked it. Like I said, the formula is getting stale, so I don't want to give it a rating right now because I don't want to like underrate it or overrate it, and just kind of my reaction. Last and not least is Gen V, the 2nd season of Gen V. Have you watched Gen V yet?
You know what? I haven't had a chance to even watch the 1st season, but I heard it's great. I heard it's great.
I haven't even started The Boys yet either. So.
Oh, really, Eric? Jeez.
Wow. Dude. I was gonna like. So this is the 2nd season of Gen V, and I don't want to give any spoilers about it, but I really love the cast. I think this cast is better than the Boys cast as far as like the heroes go.
Huh.
They just I don't know. They seem more relatable and more flawed, whereas like Huey just seems like, except for a couple of like mistakes, for the most part he seems like really unflappable. It's like, oh, he does everything right. You make me feel bad about myself. Where these are kids and they make mistakes and they have messy relationships and stuff like that. But most of all, like they're just really learning their powers for the first time, and they're learning who they are. And they just come off as more likable to me.
Yeah, that's good. So what are you giving season 2?
So the only problem they have is they don't have the villain lineup like the Boys does. They do get cameos. Like in the 1st season, they get Highlander. Homelander.
There can be only one.
Well, what are you doing here? I don't care. This is fucking awesome.
Sweet. Now this series just became the greatest thing of all time. Right. Is it the Christopher Lambert version, Brakeman?
Yes, of course. What else would it be?
Yeah. Well, the other guy was pretty good.
Yeah, but the movies were bad. I like Duncan MacLeod. The TV show was great for a while, but it got off the rails towards the end. Those movies were not good. What was I saying? So Homelander is in the 1st season. This season we get guys like the Deep showing up for cameos.
Yeah.
So, really enjoyed that, and I want to say an 8.5 for this season.
All right.
And Mrs. Brakeman was complaining about shows without penises. There's a lot of penises in this show.
I've always said that, like that's equal opportunity. Look, if we're gonna call for,
I don't know if I'd call female gays equal opportunity, but at least they're doing something.
I don't think it was female gays in this at all. It was like it was more of like like she walks into a locker room at one point and it's just everybody's naked, unlike in other movies where people have a towel on or something, which just isn't realistic. In a gym, people are going to be naked for
right.
So,
yeah,
stuff like that. But she's watching Game of Thrones and she's just complaining. There's all these boobs, but no penises.
Yeah. Freak 5 says, I watched Pro Wrestlers versus Zombie. It was a bad movie. I've seen that movie, and I agree with you, Freak 5. Then I watched Wolf Cop, or as Frank calls it, Wood Cop. No, it's Wolf Cop. Thank you. It was a fun movie. I like Wolf Cop. And then he says, I watched another Wolf Cop. I'm disappointed there hasn't been a 3rd one. The villain escaped at the end. I know. I always wondered that too, Freak 5. Then I watched Demonic Toys Jack Attack, and then the 3 Baby Oopsie movies. I've never seen one of those. I'm not sure what I'm watching tonight. Bad Movie Night 81. So you could watch the next one that I'm going to talk about, Freak 5. And Jackie said, I agree, Fuzzy. Penises, I'm out. Jackie mentioned the only look. Check this out. Look how cool this is. Jackie mentioned the only game I've played is Spin the Bottle. Well, guess what movie I'm reviewing this week? It's Spin the Bottle. This was a terrible movie through and through. Now it has. You would think it would be a decent movie because it's got Ali Larter from Resident Evil and Final Destination in a very small role. It also has Justin Long, who everybody knows. The rest of the cast is people I've never heard of before. Yeah, there's a couple of hotties. And here's one thing about this movie that's really weird, right? Why is it that in these movies, if it's a small town, everybody is good looking, whether you're a guy or a girl? I mean, it never fails. I mean, the Hodunk Podunk town in Bunkfuck, Iowa. Sorry, Freak 5. Don't mean to be offensive. I know you're out in Des Moines, but why is it that like everybody has to be good looking? It's the weirdest thing. But that aside, the movie centers around the game Spin the Bottle. It had a decent backstory. It had all the makings of a decent horror movie. This movie is 2 hours long, y'all. 2 hours long on a movie called Spin the Bottle. They could have dropped about a half an hour worth of nothing, and this movie probably would have been, I don't know, maybe a half a point better. It's one of the most boring horror movies I've ever seen in my life. Nothing happens in it other than, a couple little, I guess, scary scenes. The whole movie is explaining what, that this bottle that they were playing with had captured demon or spirit, or, it had really bad CG effects of smoke coming out of this bottle. It is awful. Awful.
Wow.
Spin the Bottle gets the coveted.
So I think the special effects are even worse than the exploding dogs in Twilight.
Oh God, it's so there's hardly any special effects, but the effects that are terrible.
I say exploding dogs because they're supposed to be transforming into werewolves.
I have never
They just look like
I have
dogs.
never in my life, guys, given this score. This is the first time you're gonna hear it. 0 out of 10
Damn.
in the bottle. It is
absolutely
awful.
no redeeming quality.
It literally does not. I can't think. Normally Justin Long adds a little bit of pizzazz in his acting. He's a little, kind of like, I mean, he stands out like he's a decent actor, right? I mean, this movie he plays the sheriff and he plays it straight. And I'm like, what the fuck did I just Bernie and I looked at each other like, that was it? That was the movie? We spent 2 hours watching this shit. Yeah, 0 out of 10 for me. Terrible. Do not watch. Don't waste your time. Awful, awful movie. The first movie I've ever given a 0 out of 10 to. Eric, did you have a review?
Yeah.
All right, go for it, buddy.
I watched K-pop Demon Hunters a while.
Oh, sweet. What'd you think?
I just didn't get around to reviewing it until now.
All right.
It's a pretty good movie. It's about the 3 main characters, even though the story's mostly about the one main character, Rumi, but her 2 friends, Mira and Zoe, are the other 2 girls. And it's about how they have to do this thing called they basically have to finish the ceremony before like a certain point in time. And if they can do it, they can basically steal this demon called Guimov for like many, many thousands of years at least, I think, before it has to be done again. But it's about how she just like she was born a half demon, and she has to keep it hidden, and then there's inner conflict with that, and that's why it's mostly her story. But and some people were upset that the other characters didn't get any really character development, but I think their plan is that they're going to be making more films, and they're going to focus on those characters. And you know, the trilogy of movies about each of the girls, and so I don't really mind it that much. But the songs are fun, and something kids will be able to enjoy. And there's lots of anime and manga influences in this film, despite the fact that it's a Korean film. But Korean does crib a lot from Japanese culture, so it's not surprising. So like you can see in the outfits, like some of the outfits that they're wearing, like are heavily inspired by Revolutionary Girl Utena, and then there's Sailor Moon influences as well as a couple other anime that they're kind of blended together, but you can see where the influences are in most places. And I give this movie a 7.
Oh, okay. I would have given it like an 8.5. But
7.5. Yeah, I'll give it 7.5.
Yeah. Very good, Eric. I did like that movie. I thought it was a lot of fun too. I didn't review it on the show, but
the only reason I make it 7.5 over an 8 like you would is because of that lack of character development. They could have done a little bit more to make you more interested in those characters. And then when they did the sequel, you'd be eager to see the sequel, because then you're gonna be like, oh, now I get to learn more about these other characters. Great.
Freak 5 just found
out. I got a little taste.
Freak 5 just found out 69 is about oral sex.
I watched the English dub, and it was pretty good. So I need probably watch it again in Korean and see how it sounds.
Yeah. Freak 5 also says K-pop Demon Hunters is a great movie. I liked it as well. Freak 5. I thought it was very, very good. You haven't seen that one yet, Breakman? K-pop Demon Hunters?
What are you giving it, Eric?
He gave it a 7.5.
7.5. Yeah. Okay, I want to say one more thing about Gen V. After the first season wrapped, one of the main characters died in a motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
Which is tragic. His presence is felt throughout the season. His character is always mentioned, so they don't recast him. They just say he died off screen, and then they talk about him constantly. So they want to make sure that he's remembered, which I like.
That's really cool. I dig that. Very, very cool. All right. Let's move on to everybody's favorite segment.
What is it?
Stinko of the week.
All right, Breakman. How many stinkos you got this week?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7, 8. I think here 8 or 7 or 8. Depends on. I'm not sure how it
Holy shit! Let's go through them, dude.
Okay. The president telling a reporter, "Quiet, piggy."
Oh, yep. Okay.
And nobody responding to that. Nobody stepping up for her.
Well, what are they gonna say, Break? Like, don't say that.
Like, just say something. Even if he's gonna kick you out or gonna call you a name or something, like just. You look pathetic just letting him trample on you. Whatever. He's an asshole anyway.
Okay.
And the continued cuts and attacks to the Department of Education are planning on breaking it up into smaller educational boards, which they'll eventually get rid of now too, as the education level across the country is starting to dip. I would say there was a reporter who came from Saudi Arabia at some point, and he became an American citizen, and he went back to Saudi Arabia and was murdered by the order of a prince.
Actually, he went to Turkey.
Turkey, right?
And he got killed inside the Turkish embassy,
right,
by the Saudi contingents of Saudi people, and it was definitely at the behest of the piece of shit. What is his name? Salman bin Salman, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia. Very sad.
Yeah.
Well, I won't give any money to SNK because they're owned by that piece of shit.
So what do we do for him? This is, I guess, that's been several years now.
Invite him to the White House.
Oh yeah, exactly, and celebrate his birthday.
Yeah.
That's what we do to
Yeah.
people who kill Americans.
Yeah.
We invite them into the White House and we celebrate them. Let me see. Moving on, we have the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission was established by the 1964 Civil Rights Act to enforce anti-discrimination laws in workplaces across the country. But under the Trump administration, and I stole this from an article, that's why it sounds like I'm reading, because I am reading. The federal agency tasked with helping workers who experience hostile work environments became a hostile work environment itself. Trans employees are now under attack at the EEOC. So there's like no place where trans people can get help.
You got about another year of that shit, right?
Unless it's a queer space, there's no protection for the trans community at all.
Yeah. What else you got, Break?
Okay.
Comment here.
Remember when the first time Trump got a crooked judge on the bench? People were complaining about him drinking alcohol, and we don't care about that. But we were caring about the fact that he was accused of sexually assaulting women, but somehow he got pushed through anyway. Well, it turns out Epstein and Bannon, who weren't politicians, were key instruments in getting him into Supreme Court.
Yeah.
I just we should be investigating anybody who's at any dealings with Epstein.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Moving on. By the way, we were proven right. And a recent investigation proved that Merrick Garland didn't start investigating Trump until 2022. A whole year after it was like April of 2022 too. So it was like a year and several months after the coup before he decided, well, maybe we should look into this.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we said. He was dragging his feet, and we got pushed back, and the media was saying, no, that's not what happened. They were investigating him. No, they weren't. Merrick Garland was not doing it because he didn't want to look political. That's what he said.
Jackie, I gotta get this comment for a little bit of humor, Breakman. Sorry, I don't mean to.
No, go ahead.
But Jackie says, "Heck, I just learned where tampons went today. I thought they were for your ears to keep the wind out."
They're not.
Oh man, Jackie, you're the best.
Oh, I need to throw away some things.
All right, what else you got?
Let me see. I've got two left. As the Republican Party embraces a Nazi or pretends they haven't been a member of, or it pretends that this Nazi hasn't been a member of the party the whole time. They're also reclassifying the swastika as potentially divisive symbol instead of a divisive symbol. I forget which board that is.
Now let's clarify this, Breakman. You're talking about the Republican Party as far as the politicians are concerned.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're pretending like the Nazi, like this Fuentes isn't a part of the party, like they hadn't embraced him.
I find kind of funny because his last name is Fuentes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're pretending like he didn't go to the White House 4 fucking years ago when Trump was in there before. Like, you guys can't have it both ways. You can't pretend like you weren't fully embracing this Nazi in your party before when your president invites him into the Oval Office.
But, there are rumors that Fuentes might be gay or bisexual.
It wouldn't surprise me. They always say that when Republicans have a convention, Grindr crashes.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Ask Speaker Johnson about that. Ask Speaker Johnson about Grindr, Breakman.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got?
I don't want him to be on my team. I don't like him. We're banning him from our team. He can't play with us.
Okay, I got you, Breakman. I got you. What else you got, man?
And last we have, I forget what department it is, but really they've reclassified the swastika as potentially divisive, not completely divisive. So
it's definitely divisive. There's no one in my chat that would argue that the swastika isn't divisive at all.
Oh, damn, freak. That is a stinker. I'd be pissed. Someone gave him a 1-cent tip.
Oh, fuck, man. Fuck that. That's ridiculous.
And speaking of reclassifications, the CDC has done some reclassification. The CDC's vaccine safety webpage was updated Wednesday with the claim vaccines do not cause autism is not an evidence-based claim because studies have not ruled out the possibility that infant vaccines cause autism.
They have definitely ruled
Yes,
that
they have.
out.
They have ruled that out a billion times.
100% ruled that out.
But now the CDC website disputes that. And the website also says studies supporting a link have been ignored by health authorities, and HHS has launched a comprehensive assessment of the cause of autism, including investigations on plausible biological mechanisms and potential causal links, which we know means Tylenol and whatever other
Still on the
backing
Tylenol
off
kick.
or something they blamed for.
Tylenol is it's a whole we'll talk about it another time. What else you got, Blake?
No, that's my last thing. So the CDC is just they're getting people killed, and like I talked about the numbers last week, just like the devastation of HIV and them cutting off vaccine access to that.
Yeah. Not to mention the vaccines that we're not giving to people around the world.
That's what I was talking about. Those weren't for. I wasn't talking about America. That was mostly in Africa. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, it's devastating. It's absolutely and utterly devastating.
Yep.
Doesn't need to happen.
Yep.
Eric,
there's no reason on this fucking planet that anybody should starve to death. Starvation should have been eliminated a long time ago.
I agree, and that's why I do my best as an individual in my city, Denver, to mitigate that. Which next Wednesday I will be doing a fundraiser, and my goal is a measly 450 YouTube dollars, which YouTube takes 30%. So it's going to be a little over $300, so I can do my best to feed as many people as I can and provide them with as much stuff as I can. It's going to take all of us, because we can't rely on the millionaires and billionaires anymore. They don't want to give anything.
The thing is, we never could. That's why we used to have tax rates that were up to 95%. You know,
90% for corporations, and they were doing just fine.
Yes.
And now we have CEOs in this country that are making upwards of over 500 times of what an average worker at their company makes.
And this is the kind of stuff that people rioted about back in the early 19th century or early 20th century, you know, back to get labor unions and stuff going like that. It's because the bosses were making all the money and making
way
people work 7 days a week with, limited breaks and shit like that.
No, look, I can go over it again for everybody here, just so everybody knows my stance. I'm not some weird, way extreme left-wing guy. I'm neither right nor left. I believe in the American people. I think that Republican people, other than the extreme right, that crew, are good people. I've met a lot of very conservative people. Brakeman was one of them, used to be a conservative.
Let's be clear. I was never supported Donald Trump ever.
No. But you were a Republican, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong as long as you are abiding by the motto, which is less government, fiscal responsibility, et cetera, et cetera. I understand.
Yeah, the modern Republicans they claim to be conservatives, but they're anything.
They're not. They're extremists. They're extremists, and that's why I said I have a problem with the politicians, not. For the most part, not the people, and maybe not even the far extreme right for this reason, Brakeman, because the politicians are the ones that egged a lot of that shit on. You see what I'm saying? So the problem is the two-party system. We have only two parties in this country, and it's absolutely and utterly ridiculous because you've already automatically divided people into two factions, right? Automatically off the jump. So.
And there are two factions of a lot of people that don't agree about a lot of different things. It's just like the parties as they are don't make sense.
Yeah, when we first started this country, we had multiple parties, right? We had the Whigs, we had the Tea Party, we had, the Progressives, we had everything, the People Party, Democrats, Republicans, and then somehow that morphed into two parties, and then corporations got involved and started paying off our politicians. And Citizens United became a thing, and now we're where we are because corporations run everything. Corporations and oligarchs. We're in an oligarchy and a corporatocracy, and it doesn't need to be that way. All right. Eric, did you have any stinkos?
No, not this week.
All right. I have a couple. Mike Johnson is an absolute putz.
I hate Mikey. I told you we'd hate him.
I know.
I
I'm
not saying you disagreed. I'm just saying, like, I told you he was going to be an absolute nightmare when
no, I know. And at the time, I thought he was a better option than the other idiot. But I mean, look at where we are now. And then look, this is something very concerning for all people of the country. And whether or not you're a fan of the president, you need to really think about this. He is now openly calling for the execution of Democrats simply because they came out with a video. A bunch of senators, a bunch of Democratic senators came out with a video basically pleading with the army because it's a 5-alarm fire at this point now. We're on the cusp of a fascist nation, and an autocratic nation. And I am in agreement with these senators. I think when you call for the execution of Democrats simply because they told the military that you shouldn't follow illegal orders, that is very alarming and very concerning. I think the only thing that's really going to concern people is when he actually does it, when he actually executes, whether it be a Democrat or a Republican. And don't think Republicans are without reach. If he don't like you and he wants you executed, if he does it one time, he's going to do it over and over and over until there's nothing we can do.
Go back through history and look at fascist dictators throughout the years, and you'll see that a good majority of them killed their most loyal supporters.
Yep. So this is
no party is safe. Nobody is safe from a dictator.
Yeah, and I don't want it to get that way. I want us to get through this 3 years of misery for a lot of people, and most people actually. If you look at the grocery prices, right? What's up, Denizen? Nice to have you here. And then move on from there. And whether it's a Republican or Democrat as a president, I don't think it's going to matter because whoever's in there, it might be a lot better, right? It just might be a lot better. There might be some sanity put back into our politics. So,
and do you still doubt he's mentally failing?
Yeah, I do, Breakman, because I think he's perfectly sane in what he's saying. And I don't think he's lost his faculties.
I think the filter's going away and he can't.
Well, maybe
he has less and less control of what he can say.
Maybe I don't like the direction that it's going. Breakman, that's what I'm saying. So it's definitely concerning for sure.
Yeah,
okay,
more and more unhinged, I think.
Let's move on to happier thoughts here, guys. All right.
Dude, what does my tattoo say?
Sweet! Sweeto of the week!
Breakman, your Sweeto of the week.
I got a few of them. I've been trying to get more because it's always like one after all those 20 stinkos and shit. So I got a few of them. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me drink a little water here. Okay. And we don't know where this is going yet because I still think it's going to be obstructed and this isn't going to be as easy as they're trying to make it sound now. But the Epstein files are finally going to be released.
Yeah, that was my Sweeto as well, Breakman. I think we can all agree on that. Let me get to Freak Five's comments here real quick, Break, before you continue. LMFAO Mamdami said he thought Trump was a fascist to Trump's face, and Trump said he doesn't mind. Look up their meeting today. Trump must have been on some good drugs today. Yeah, well. All right, what else you got, Break?
Next, I have the return of college basketball season, which I meant to bring up earlier in the month. I just keep forgetting.
Yes. They talk about it during March, Breakman.
Yeah, usually because it's tournament season. But the reason that I still want to bring it up is the Bearcats for a very, very long time have started the season out with some of the weakest opponents. just to pad the score a bit. And it was always an irritation for so many of us because it doesn't get you prepared for the real tournament or the real hard team and stuff like that. And this year they've gone against actual real basketball teams, not the quote unquote cupcake teams, the Aunt Mary's School for the Blind. And shit.
Yeah. It's been a weird season so far, from what I've noticed, Break. So, but cool.
Yeah. Right now they're playing against Louisville and they're down by 4. But
yeah,
I mean
Louisville's always been a tough team.
Yep.
All right, what else?
And one last one goes to well, actually, I didn't really bring up the situation, but well, somebody was in the hospital and now they're finally home. So I'll just say that.
Very excellent break, man. Very, very excellent, man. I'm glad to hear it, but I'm glad. That's probably why you had a busy week as well.
Yes, it's part of. Yeah, it's been a lot of the busy week.
Yeah. Well, awesome break, man. That's just great news. Anything else on the Sweeto front, buddy?
Nope, that's it.
Freak Pie says, Sweeto, my best friend's first grandchild was born today. Well, congratulations to him, Freak Five, or her. All right, or them, I should say. Eric, your Sweeto of the week.
I don't have one listed, but I was kind of waiting to see what your alls were before I mentioned it. But it looks like JD Vance got divorced.
Oh, I did see that. His wife is not wearing her wedding ring in a picture. Yeah. The White House is the rock house. Uncle Sam is the motherfucking pusher, man. Dennison says, I agree, Dennison. I mean, it's, dude, it's a fucking shit show over there, Dennison. You and I could have a discussion for hours on it, man. Yeah. What else you got, Eric? Anything else?
That's really it.
Okay. Mine is also Breakman. The Epstein files almost passed unanimously. Higgins was the only one in the House to vote against it, and he's been one of the biggest sycophants of Trump. But I mean, what does that say? It was like 427 to 1 in the House and passed by unanimously in the Senate. You know, it's going to be heavily. I want everybody
to expect any of that.
Yeah, I want to caution everybody when they come out. They're going to be heavily redacted. I don't want anybody to worry about that. They all will eventually come out. Everything it will come out because once they're redacted, then all the people in those that are still alive, because there's a couple of those women that are not alive, but once that happens, those women are going to fill in the blanks. And then you're going to have all the information that you need on the Epstein files, okay? And if there's any pages that are not there, those women will be more than happy to give you the full Epstein files. So wait for it. It's a coming. It's a coming. All right? All right. That's my Sweeto of the week. Let's see. And I think we can all agree that I agree with Thomas Massey, a Republican, who says this shouldn't end with anything other than a bunch of rich men that are doing a perp walk in handcuffs. Yep. So I agree with that. All right. Let's move on. Brakeman, you're the head of the driver's seat. You got to ask us a question this week. So let's, it could be anything, Brakeman.
I didn't really have a driver's seat prepared.
Well, you're going to have to prepare it within 21 seconds, buddy.
I thought we were doing something else tonight.
No game night tonight. We're doing.
I thought we were doing it for next month.
Yeah, we're doing game night next month. Break.
Oh.
Yeah. Breakman, you got 21 seconds to think of a question. All right, Breakman. Eric can help you if you don't have one. He said.
I've actually got one.
Oh, he's got one. Okay.
I don't know if Eric would be able to do this one, though, is the thing.
Well, just ask it.
Who are your favorite athletes and why?
What about favorite heroes growing up? That could go too. No, just athletes.
Well, I can switch the definition of what an athlete means, so I can make it work.
Okay.
Yeah, he can make it work. There's plenty of athletes that I'm sure Eric would find it inspirational. Mm-hmm. Here's mine, Breakman. Mm-hmm. Muhammad Ali, for one, for many reasons.
Mhm.
John Elway for another, for obvious reasons.
I knew that was going to be on your list. Yes, yeah.
Jojo Banana is just popping in to say hi whilst I'm getting ready for bed. Thank you very much, Jojo. I really appreciate you coming on in. Hope you have great dreams tonight and over the weekend. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow for the comment show. There's so many, Breakman.
Mhm.
And I found Arthur Ashe really inspirational. Jesse Owens, I always thought had a fascinating story. He was the black guy, the black man who won gold at the Berlin Games.
Ruined Hitler's day.
Yep, and ruined Hitler's whole outlook on life, pretty much.
Mhm.
And proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that blonde haired, blue eyed men are not always superior to everybody else. Let's see. Billie Jean King, Martina Navratil. I was big in tennis, Breakman.
Mhm.
So one of my favorite tennis players of all time, Pete Sampras.
Mhm.
Who else? I also found a lot of inspiration in. I know he's more newer, but Roger Federer.
Hmm.
Let's see. Um, Other athletes. I mean, there's so many. Breakman.
Mhm.
Um, Black. Alex English, Breakman. I thought what was a big time hero of mine. He still holds one NBA record for most consecutive seasons with 3,000 points. I think is
Wow.
yeah. Alex English for sure.
Hmm.
Who else? For a long time, Pete Rose
Mhm.
until what happened with
Until we learned his sad, sick history.
yeah.
Like every rich guy apparently likes to fuck
Yeah.
kids, for God's sakes.
Yeah, Professor Khan, welcome. Nice to have you here. I wanted to be a pro tennis player, JoJo says, but was told I was too old at 13 years old. I was very talented. My faves, Agassi and Steffi Graf. Steffi Graf was phenomenal, JoJo. I like Agassi as well. I love tennis, Jojo. I won a gold medal in tennis. This is something not a lot of people know. In a youth sports program I participated in, I was very good at tennis. Tiny when I was younger, but very good at it. Let's see. Um, yeah, I said Muhammad Ali, probably at the pinnacle. Julio Cesar Chavez, Breakman, another boxer, great boxer. Obviously, the Mexican connection, right? Um, all kinds, Breakman. I mean, I could go on and on. Eric,
Well, you mentioned Muhammad Ali already, so I was going to say that, but I'll say Jordan, LeBron.
Yeah, Jordan was big for me in the 90s.
yeah, Jordan, of course, yes.
Also, and Otani, Shohei Otani.
Yeah, he can go to hell.
Who?
Well, that's just
Shohei Ohtani.
That's just you being a fan, so you can shut up.
His team destroyed mine, so he can go to hell.
Well, you did. Every team destroys mine, Breakman. So I
Yeah.
can say the same thing. You can go to
I
hell.
mean, his team, they did win the World Series 2 years in a row now.
And
so.
less dimensional athletic roles, and technically the same in an athletic role, but I think there's some level of athleticism when it comes to voice work.
Oh shit, we lost Break.
Because you could be a voice actor like Sean Semmel and put so much thought into doing the Kamehameha shout in like Dragon Ball that you forget to like breathe and stop, that you lose air and you pass out.
Yeah. Breakman is back. Do we have you back?
Yeah, my page crashed.
Oh, it's
I
all
gotta reload everything.
Yeah.
I was talking about how like I consider Sean Schemmel an athlete because of the work that he puts in, goes above and beyond to the point where you pass out because you can't breathe anymore.
I was about to say, yeah, because he passes out while he's dreaming. Yeah.
Will Chamberlain, another one, Breakman for me.
I
I
like a
thought
lot of the 90s basketball players. So guys like Grandmama Larry Johnson
And there was all the
Yao Ming and
crazy ass speed runners in the
in
game.
early 2002 and Tim Duncan. I really like Tim Duncan.
Oh, Tim Duncan was phenomenal, Breakman. David Robinson as well.
Yeah. The what was he called again? The Admiral.
Yep, the Admiral. Let's see. Jojo says my grandpa's cousin was a boxing coach and trained Joe Bugner. His son is the head of the boxing association. That's awesome, Jojo.
I'd also mention Schwarzenegger as a athletic inspiration for people.
Yeah, well, there you go. Jackie.
Yeah, but he was a bodybuilder, but we found out later he was on roids the entire time.
Yeah, I know, but still, he
did work though, so he did that in addition to his.
Look,
training.
I found out later on in life, Breakman, John Elway is a piece of shit. So there's that.
That's true.
It's about the work ethic and that he inspired people to.
Yeah.
Okay.
He inspired people to exercise, no doubt, Eric. That's actually not a bad choice. Jackie,
I want to throw somebody in here. It's kind of, since we're talking about exercise.
Yeah.
I would just like to say that
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons, thank you. I couldn't forget his fucking name.
Yeah, Richard Simmons for sure.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan has a NASCAR team now. That's awesome, Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Lumpy, aka Brandon, says Jordan is a goat over Flop.
I wish he hadn't come back.
Although I guess if we're talking about race driving and athletes, we could talk about Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah. Bob Waldman should have stayed playing pro tennis. He was also suckered.
It gets hot in those metal steel traps.
For Hubbard in his La Quinta Scientology hideout. Sorry for going on. No, that's not off topic on
I had also imagined the G-forces because of riding those things.
Yeah, Lumpy says Tim Duncan is from St. Croix, Virgin Islands. He is indeed the pride of the Virgin Islands, which is a United States what do they call it? Not property, but you know what I mean, like island. Yeah. Breakman, some of yours, man. You mentioned.
Okay, so we said Jordan and some of the 90s and early 2000s basketball players, the Jason Kidds of the world and the Tim Duncans and such like that.
About Dikembe Mutombo for me.
I was going to reference
I love the finger wag.
I was going to recommend some chess players, but I don't know a single one.
Let me see here. I don't see. There's things like I don't
Bobby
consider sports
because your
even
brain's a muscle and that requires exercise.
What are you saying, Break? Sorry.
There are things I just don't consider to be sports, even though some people consider them to be sports. Like, I think bowling's more of a game than anything. But I love bowling. It's one of my favorite things to do on this
so is baseball, but like.
But I don't agree with that. Like, for the most part, baseball it requires some sort of athleticism. I think with the one exception is the pitcher seems to.
Yeah, I get what you mean though. It's like. Bowling's more skill based.
Who was it? Bartolo Colon, Breakman, like one of the biggest dudes to ever fucking throw a baseball.
Yeah,
I guess he would be inspirational to a lot of people, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Since we're talking on baseball, I loved. I think I loved the early 2000s and mid 2010s Reds more than most.
Later, Jackie. Thank you so much for being here.
So guys like Sean Casey and of course Joey Votto. Everybody knows I love Joey Votto. He's my favorite. He's retired. I can't wait that he's like in the Hall of Fame proper. Let me see. Football. I loved the old school Bengals. So I loved Boomer Esiason and Ickey Woods was fun for a whole season. Willie Anderson was great. There's some other guys and that were big players.
Not Munoz, the guard.
Munoz was great too.
Yeah.
He's the only Bengals. He's still the only Bengal in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, there's not very many Broncos in the Hall of Fame either, Break man.
Before
John Elway got in, there were 0 Broncos in the Hall of Fame.
It's ridiculous. It's stupid.
Yeah.
They're
I could-
better
I
players.
could-
There are a lot of good players that have just been spurned for whatever reason.
I could think of at least 4 or 5 Bronco players that should have been a long time ago. Randy Gradishar still isn't in the hall. I think he got in last year, maybe. No, I don't think he made it. Carl
What about wrestling?
Mecklenburg.
Does wrestling count?
Who?
Wrestling count?
Sure, if you want to put in wrestlers, go ahead.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Randy
Inspired me
Savage.
not to pick black people.
Right.
Yeah, by the opposite.
By doing what he told me not to do. What was I gonna say? So football, like Boomer's like Icky Woods was fun for a season when he inspired the Icky Shuffle for forever, even though he was only good for one season. But
Another great athlete, Lumpy brings up Ronnie Coleman at Mr. Olympia. He's crippled now. He could squat 900 pounds. Wow.
I gotta say Chad Johnson, because he brought fun back to the city after so many years of sadness and disappointment. Like, he was a breath of fresh air because he was talented and he was enjoying himself out there. He wasn't afraid to take a fine just to do something goofy in the end zone or something, to dance.
I mentioned Serena Williams.
She's
Serena Williams for sure, man. Venus and Serena. Venus was before Serena, but yeah, definitely inspirational for sure.
I gotta say, I love Joe Burrow. He's fantastic. He might actually be back as soon as next week after
I think he should hold off with that injury break, man. Oof. Yeah. Con, I did not know that you were in scamtology, sir. I'm glad you got out, dude. Very good on you. What else?
Scientology?
Well, many of us were born in the religion, so we.
I like how you call it scamtology.
To get away from those sports, a couple of other athletes that I really loved watching were May and Trainer, the greatest greatest sand volleyball players of all time.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I think people like there's a lot of inspiration. Kurt Angle, Breakman. I mean, he was an Olympic gold medalist. I know he went on to WWE fame, but dude, he was injured in that tournament that he won, and he beat somebody that I can't remember who he beat, but to win the gold. But nobody expected him to win. Just like Gardner. Remember that wrestler that won the heavyweight?
And you said Olympians. We haven't said Simone Biles.
Simone Biles is another great one.
We definitely have to mention her. She is one of the most
greatest gymnasts of all time
ever lived. She is amazing.
Yep. Simone Biles and she's still doing it, Breakman.
Yeah. And who was that girl that was injured in the Olympics but still managed to get the gold? Happened like in the 80s or 90s.
Oh, I can't remember. I know one of yours, Breakman. Tanya Harding. How did you think I got my handle? Professor Khan says. I did not know, Khan, but I'm glad to have you here. Mark Henry is a beast. Oh yeah, Mark Henry is inspirational. That dude was at one point the strongest man on the planet. Literally, Mark Henry was the strongest.
And if you ever watch those competitions, those are fucking crazy when they're hauling like giant monster truck wheels.
Dude, I saw one where they were throwing something like these big barbells over like a wall. They had to do it like from the front and throw it over their head. Jesus. I'm like, how the hell did they do that?
Yeah, I saw one where they're pulling like a truck or something up a hill, and I'm like, how is that even humanly fucking possible?
J-Bat brings up one. Welcome, J-Bat. Nice to have you in here, one of my wonderful mods. What about Rafael Nadal? That's definitely an inspirational one, J-Bat. Him and Federer. If not for Nadal, I mean, Federer would have had like fucking, Federer would have never have been beat. Now it's I don't like him, but what is his name? The guy that's
Djokovic?
Djokovic. Yeah, I don't like him at all. He says a lot of really awful things, but he's really good. But he passed him, both Nadal and Federer up. Federer's second all time on the Grand Slam list. Nadal is close behind, but without Nadal, Federer would have had so many championships, man. All right, what else? Breakman. Mary Lou Retton. John says yes.
The Dream Team.
Yeah, the Dream Team. Yeah,
Dream Team. They were fantastic. It was just it was the most stacked team in the history of sports.
yeah. They won all their fucking games by like 50 points. It was
It was so much fun to watch.
for us, not for anybody else.
Right.
But you know what? The world has caught up to us.
Yeah.
You know,
some of the best players in the NBA right now are from.
I'm going to say this, and I know this is a current athlete that is, to me, going to go down probably as the greatest basketball player to ever live, Breakman. Nikola Jokic.
Jokic, yeah.
Have you ever seen him, highlights of him, Breakman?
Uh-huh.
Oh my word, dude. I'm going to make it a point. Bernie and I are going to go to a Nuggets game this year because how could I not, dude, see him in
Who was
person?
that German guy that was really good?
Detlef Schrempf?
No.
Dirk Nowitzki?
Yeah, him. Yeah.
He was Jokic before Jokic, but Jokic is even better. Yeah. Dude, he averaged a triple-double last year. Breakman did not win the MVP award. Can you believe that? Average.
I think those awards are rigged.
It's totally rigged, dude. He should have had 5 by now. He's got 3. It's just crazy. Novak Djokovic was fabulous. Loved his serving style and personality. He's still playing, and but I didn't like him as a person, JoJo. But he's a great tennis player for sure. Let's see. But yeah, I'm gonna see Jokic this year, Breakman. I can't believe I haven't went to a Nuggets game and seen him play. It's just every single season I say I'm gonna go see him, and before you know it, his career is gonna be over, and I'll kick myself if I don't go. What are you laughing at?
I'm gonna say freak. He's mad about the Dream Team was bullshit.
Yeah,
got a rant going on.
Amateurs. No, they weren't amateurs, Freak 5. Every other country had their professional players, but we put in our college players, and it was semi-competitive. But no, I disagree. We should have had our professional athletes in there too. So, anyways, anything else, gentlemen? Any other inspirational athletes that you can think of?
No, because it's late and my brain doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I think I got to go too. So, all right. Anything else, Breakman?
No, that's it.
All right, let's do our plugs. Get the hell out of here. Breakman, plug away, sir.
It's the Breakman on Twitter, on Blue Sky, and you can't look me up on Twitter because I'm still like, I didn't technically cancel the account because to cancel it I have to agree to their terms to get in and get out of it. Like I'm on permanent ban.
Oh shit!
But I could always say I'm sorry and and get back in. But
Jim Thorpe, Freak 5 brings up. Yes.
I'm not saying I'm sorry to Twitter or anybody who offended on Twitter. They can fuck themselves.
Chuck Grisby. Okay. Got you, Freak 5. And Freak 5 took care of somebody in chat that was just spamming. Right on, Freak 5. Appreciate you in Twitch.
Another player that I really liked back in like the 90s, I hated him at the same time I respected him, was Burris.
Oh, Plaxico?
No, Jerome Burris, the bus.
Oh, Bettis. Jerome Bettis.
What did I say?
You said Burris. I thought you were
Bettis. I'm sorry.
I said Bettis for a second. I was like, what?
He was nicknamed. I respect him, but he always tore up my team, and I hated that.
Freak 5 is exiled, you son of a bitch. Plugging Bernie's OnlyFans this week. She is joined by Pandalicious. I wish, man.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
I know, Panda. Panda, if you're listening, come on back for a show or two. Eric, your plugs, sir. Pistol Pete Maravich. That's a great one.
We need good nicknames. Whatever happened to the good nicknames of players?
Yeah,
like the Admiral and like Shoeless Joe, shit like that.
Yeah, like I call you Breakman. That's that's pretty good. All right, Eric.
You can find my written reviews on bostonsbachelorbrigade.com or my audio reviews, which are on the RSS feed for the podcast. And if you like either of those things and you want to see me do more, and so you can support me. Well, you don't have to give me money to do more. I will do more, but if you feel like I deserve something, then you can give me something. Anyways, you can. There's a link to my Patreon in my Blue Sky and or Mastodon profile, which is at EricRPG. And sending me as little $1 from per month or whatever for a one time would help out.
Yeah. All right, Eric. Anything else, Eric?
I'll have a lot of reviews next week to make up for the fact that we aren't having a show.
Yeah.
And I plan on doing a write up on Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD remake as well as a audio one for those who don't want to read.
JoJo says,
which won't be as in depth because it's going to be more of an editorial too.
Yeah. JoJo says, wrong name. It's too late. Goran Ivanisevic. Oh, he was great. JoJo. Love that dude. Just a bruising tennis player. I love to watch him play. I should just sleep, JoJo says. I'm so bad with names. Go to bed, JoJo, so you could join me in the morning or afternoon.
So you're fine. Don't have to worry about getting names wrong around me.
Don't worry about it, JoJo. You're all good in the hood here. All right. Join me tomorrow for another stellar edition of the Comment Show, the MLH Comment Show, right here on the MLH channel. A lot of great comments to go over, and you're not going to want to miss it. Also, next week, Monday, I'm going to be doing I don't know how long I'm going to be on the MLH channel because Man Bear Pig goes to a court hearing, and so I'm going to be covering that. Wednesday is the big day where I will ask people to open up their wallets a little bit for a good cause. I'm going to feed a lot of people in December for the holiday. It is the time of giving, and so the goal is 450 YouTube dollars, which equates because YouTube takes 30%. That's just over $300. So we're hoping to raise, 300 clear dollars to offset what my good friend David B decided that he was the cause of when we raised a ton of money a couple weeks ago, I believe. But we're going to beat that, hopefully, and we're going to serve a lot of people in the Denver area. So please join me on Wednesday. And, I'm hoping to raise some good money for a very good cause. And it will be on stream. Everything will be accounted for. Everybody knows that I always provide receipts for everything. So hope you can join me for that. Right now, watching Florida State at North Carolina State Con says 25 and 5 teams score 0-0. Wow. Yeah, 0-0. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. You guys got anything else?
No, come on, Bearcats, do better. Don't lose to fucking Louisville. Don't do this.
Stay safe this week and this week. We want to see you here in a couple weeks. No show next week because we always take the final Friday of
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. See you soon. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye. And Freak 5 is exiled.
But if you're